What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I got some new news concerning Floyd Money Mayweather. Floyd Money Mayweather has snapped back at Amir Khan because Amir Khan made the statement that the fight between Floyd Mayweather and Tenzin Nasukawa, is an embarrassment to boxing, and it shouldn't happen. You know, for me, counterpunching. Well, wait, let me stop. This is Floyd's rebuttal to that. He said when Khan fought Canelo, he was comatose. You know, Khan should start focusing on his own career instead of compare his career to mine. And the same guy that knocked him into a comatose stage, he beat easily. Easy work. That was Canelo Alvarez. Now, let me counterpunch both guys. First of all, Amir Khan. Let's start with him. Amir Khan has been chasing the big fights all of his career. He's a good boxer. He has great speed. He will always have a good heart and a big heart, but he will always also have flaws. One of his flaws is his defense. He worries more about attacks versus defense. And since he has a questionable chin, that is the utmost importance for him to protect that chin because it is been tested. He's been knocked out several times. Danny Garcia, Brett Prescott, Canelo, etc. He's been knocked out. And he also wanted a fight with one of the biggest stars in the sport. He wanted the Pacquiao fight. He wanted the Floyd fight. He got the Canelo fight. Now it's talks of him fighting Terrence Crawford. Well, what I'm trying to make it, Khan's bitter. Let's just face it, he's bitter. But rightfully he's bitter because, he wanted to fight Floyd. He feels Floyd should have gave him the opportunity. And I don't see why he didn't give Khan the opportunity. Maybe it was some concern with Mayweather's camp. For whatever reason, they didn't do it. And I can understand him saying something bad about Floyd Money Mayweather. Okay. Now, let me talk about what Mayweather said about Khan. He's absolutely correct. Khan was knocked out senseless. He was out of it. He was unconscious. But Floyd, understand something about Floyd. Floyd is not going to fight these young boxers. He's just not going to do it. He's smarter than that. Why do you think he's going to on the UFC or the MMA platform? Because that is the wave of the future. That is the next up and coming contact sport. It has for the last 10 years or so. It's been actually rising on the incline. Then Floyd wants a piece of that. He's a businessman, you know what I mean? He's more of a businessman than a fighter these days because he's getting older, reasonably, okay? So, yes, this is Floyd's way of still staying active, still fighting, so to speak, but still retired all at the same damn time. So, Floyd is going to do what Floyd's going to do. He's going to make money. He's going to hype fights. He's going to talk shit, and his name will forever be in the tabloids. That's Floyd Money Mayweather, okay? So you can look at that either way because you could argue that, hey, man, he could fight Keith Thurman or here's Landy Lara or somebody like that. I've been the one to criticize Floyd because of his choices and decisions of doing certain things. But if you look at it as a person that's getting older, if I was Floyd, no, I can't say that. Let's say this. Floyd should be more humble and more realistic, and he wouldn't have as many critics if he would just admit that the guys that are fighting now, he can no longer compete with the guys that are fighting now. But of course, like Roy Jones Jr. will never get, I repeat, never get Floyd Money Mayweather to admit that. So that's the thing about Floyd. He will never admit that these fighters that are fighting today, he couldn't whoop them right now. You could never get him to admit that. But honestly, I think behind closed doors, that's what he's saying. Like, I'm not fighting that motherfucker. You know what I mean? I'm not fighting him. I'm not going into fighting that guy in my age. I'm not the same fighter. Now, he did say I'm not the same fighter. But that, you can read into that how you want to. But Floyd, is Floyd. And I don't feel that, Floyd will ever admit that. But if he did, if he just humbled himself and like, hey, I can't beat you guys right now in my career. And I'll admit that. So stop giving me shit. But I can guarantee you I was better than all of you at one point. You know what I mean? That's realistic. That's dead on because that's the truth. I believe that. Now, can Floyd bang with some of those guys? Maybe some of them, like Danny Garcia. He could probably beat Danny. Maybe Sean Porter. I don't know. Sean Porter has that roughhouse style, so he'd probably just, be busy beating you up. But Keith Thurman, Earl Spence, no. I don't think he would win those fights. But of course, Floyd's not running his mouth talking about getting back into the boxing ring. So until he does that, people should just leave him alone. He's doing some exhibition. He's making millions of dollars doing it. So let him do it. And that's my counterpunch on that. You guys tell me what you think about this video. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.